I'm Dana Wiesner. I was president of Assistance League of Las Vegas from 2014 to 2015. My daughter had graduated high school in 2008, and a friend of mine had told me, you're going to need something to do once she goes away to college. So I became a member in 2008. One of my neighbors is actually Mary Lobb. She's the founder of Assistance League, and I knew what she'd been doing for many years and thought it'd be a good opportunity to give back to the community. You know, I had a fabulous year as president, and the summer, we start our presidency June 1st of the year, and I was contacted by the Ritchie family, and they had a 7-year-old boy that wanted to do something to help children in our community. He came up with this idea that, you know, children get helped a lot during Christmas that need help, and he wanted to provide a bunch of kids brand new Halloween costumes. So he did a huge collection, collected over 100 Halloween costumes. We invited J.T. McWilliams Elementary School here, and we had a magical costume party. The children came on a Saturday. It was so much fun. They got to do their trips to Operation School Bell, and in addition to picking out the clothing and the shoes and everything that they take home from School Bell, they were able to select brand new costumes, put them on that day. The Assist Teens, we set up a whole carnival in the back parking lot. The Assist Teens did face painting for the children. We had a cupcake walk where the kids would dance to the music, and then when it stopped, depending on what number you stopped on, they'd win a cupcake. We had a dunk tank to dunk the principal of the school. The fire department, as well as the SWAT team and police officers, were also here so the kids could tour through their vehicles and see different things. It was just a fabulous, fabulous day. Another organization, National Charity League, a mother and daughter organization, donated over 100 huge pumpkins for these children to paint and take home with them. So it was a fabulous event. During the last meeting in May of my presidential year, I was concerned because none of the committee chairmen had given me reports for how they had done or what they had done over the years. And usually this is a time that we present how many children were served by OSB, how many puppet shows were done by Kids on the Block, how many bears had been distributed. So I was really kind of concerned what was going on and, you know, why they weren't presenting these reports. So we get towards the end of the meeting, and Sybil, the president-elect, now the president, had done this whole magic show tying in my theme for the year with the magic that happened in Operation School Bell, how many children were served, the magic of how many bears were served, and it was just adorable. But it was one of those things, I was so worried, and then at the end it all came together. It was adorable. Sybil's very creative, and she was a wonderful partner to work with when I was president. I'd happened to be at a luncheon with two other past presidents, Judith Harriman and Kathy Becker, and they had suggested to me while I was president that we need to rename that boardroom to the Mary Lobb Boardroom. So I worked on that throughout the year, and I wanted to keep it a surprise from Mary. So I contacted the National Assistance League historian, Ann Salinger, had her come out and give a talk about the early years of Assistance League and the very beginning in Los Angeles, and invited Mary to that. I'd contacted all her family so that her children were here in town to see us dedicate the boardroom. We got plaques to put on the doors, and it was just a wonderful event. She was very surprised. It was really a fun time. We're in the foyer doing the presentation. I'd invited the Southern Utah chapter to come down and see our facility and have lunch with us, and they were here. I was introducing them and talking about some other stuff, and her children, her grown children, were waiting in the thrift shop. And so we're talking, and we hadn't pulled the cover off the plaque yet, and her son, Bill, her oldest son, Bill, walked through the thrift shop door, and she looked at me and she said, "That looks like Bill up there. What's he doing here?" You know, and it was just hysterical. But Mary was thrilled, her family's thrilled, and it was a great honor for this chapter to name our boardroom after Mary Lobb. Her and her husband, Bill Sr., have done so much for our community in so many different ways. And Assistance League of Las Vegas will be Mary's legacy.